Hello and welcome to another episode of O Faces. We're back on the Dirty Girls Corner with
Carrie
and Megan.
And
What's
me.
up? And of course, Miss Mocha.
Yeah.
Mrs. Mocha.
Poison Ginger.
Yeah, we're debating.
How do we fade your name in?
Yeah.
How do we fade Mrs.
Fade
Mocha
it
out?
Yeah.
I don't know. I like Miss Mocha though.
I like having more than one persona.
Yeah, there you go.
I do too. I'm a Gemini, so, dual personalities.
I never even know what
I think I
personality
have
I'm
several.
gonna have, honestly.
Yeah, I think I have several personalities anyway.
Yeah,
so
me too. Very multiverse. What you want today? You want me to be sweet? You want me to be kind of feisty? You want me to be
Sweet or
wild?
sultry?
Do you want me to take a nap? Mine is like either a nap for five hours or...
Babe, that's nighttime. That's bedtime.
No,
That's a
no.
full night's sleep for me.
Yeah, I know. Well, here's the thing. Pre-40 years old, I did that. I could go to bed at like 2 or 3, 4 in the morning and get up at like 10 and be like, or 8 and be feeling great. And then wonder all day how the fuck I went through the whole day with that little amount of sleep. Because it almost felt like the less I slept, the more like energy I had.
It is like that sometimes, yeah.
Because we used to go out and like party on weeknights, which was not a good choice because I was working like a regular schedule, like an early morning schedule at that time, and I would still get up for work and be like all chipper and great.
You were able to manage it.
Yeah.
There you go.
I can't say I was the most friendly person within the first hour.
Like, fuck y'all. Fuck this job.
Fuck this job.
Fuck this job.
Pretty sure that would have gotten you fired.
Well, you're not supposed to curse around children, so probably so. Anyways.
Happy New Year, guys.
Yeah, Happy New Year.
True. This is the first one of the new year.
Oh my God, 2023, bitches.
This is the year of the dirty girl.
It is.
It's on the Chinese calendar. I saw it.
What's our animal? I'm trying to think.
A cock.
A bull.
A rooster.
We want a cock.
Is it this year?
I don't know what it is this year.
Whenever it's a sexually animal, then
Look,
that's the year.
I want a cock every year, so
Yes. Let's just have it.
I'm down for that.
I do need to tell you guys my goal for this year, though.
Oh, what
Okay.
is it?
I mean, I can't
Is
say
it a
I do
slut
like,
goal?
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yes, that's all my goals.
Those are the best goals.
I can't say it's a New Year's resolution, but I did have like some major FOMO seeing like everybody at AVNs this year.
Oh, yeah.
That is like my goal to go.
I would
next
like
year.
to sit at one of those booths and then walk around and talk to
They
everybody.
have fucking podcasts everywhere. Like,
Oh, yeah. There was a whole award for podcasts.
I
bitch,
sent you guys that.
Yeah.
what we're doing it.
Well, there you go.
We're just gonna call and be like, we got to get a sponsor this year, okay?
I'm thinking you probably need to plan really early for such a large event. So we need to be starting like now.
Oh, I know. Yeah, that's why I'm mentioning it now. So, any of our listeners that would like to sponsor us to go to AVNs,
So we can have a little,
we're all
our
on
little
board.
dirty girl booth.
They're
I
in
would
Vegas,
love
right?
that.
Every year.
Yeah.
Dude, I love Vegas.
Oh,
Vegas
yes.
is my town.
I need to
love
have a real
Vegas.
Vegas.
don't anyone judge me, but I've never been.
Well, I haven't
we'll
really
take
been.
you
I've
and
only
you'll
been to
enjoy it.
little country parts in Vegas.
Oh,
I've
you've never been to
like-
the Strip?
No, just
Oh.
my my
Yeah.
friend that lives there. She has like goats and shit.
Vegas
I'm like,
is bomb.
We're not like as bougie as you, Carrie.
Well, I'm just
giving you
going to
shit.
buy weed, let's be honest.
Oh God.
I have a serious weed addiction that needs to be,
Yes.
we like the legal stuff.
Yeah,
Well, the stuff that is, purchased legally, you know what you're buying, you know what you're
Yes.
getting. So
Yeah.
the amount that's in them.
probably shouldn't be saying things like that. The TSA is going to be on my ass. But
I'm so dead. I don't think they'll think your real last name is corrupted, so I think
there
you're good.
you go. Yeah. It's not. It's not. That's what it says on my driver's license.
Raise your hand if you work for TSA.
Ooh, I wouldn't mind being searched though. That'd be a fun little if
Yeah.
they were hot ones.
Well,
Like,
you do that.
Kiss me.
It's a woman. I've been searched
Oh
before.
yeah, they do. They give you a woman.
But you're bi, so you'd probably appreciate it. So
Yeah, last one that did it, she was like an older lady.
Like,
Yeah.
I'm putting my hand here. Okay.
I'm like, all right, what you want to feel? Oh, you like
That's
that?
the back of. You're going to feel the back of my hand. Okay. Did I tell you guys?
Well, yeah, because remember when they first started doing that? Do you remember the outrage? It was ridiculous. Yeah. I was harassed. Everyone, you should have seen how much they were feeling.
Remember when they came out with the scanners
X-ray
that could see you see the outline of your nipple or whatever?
Yeah. Oh my gosh, I feel like I've been,
I feel good going through there. I'm like, look at that.
I got good nipples, baby.
Yeah, it's like a gynecologist. After you see so many of them, I'm sure they were desensitized to it. It wasn't like they were taking pictures.
No, but it was the people having to go through it, acting like they were just so
violated.
Appalled that someone could see their outline of their nipple.
Need to get a little bit more self-confidence.
Everyone's got nipples. That's what I tell my kids. Even animals have nipples. They're not that big of a deal.
Did I tell you guys that every time that we go through TSA and we're leaving Mocha, that Mr. Mocha's dick always is like they have to pat down his penis?
No.
It always comes up red.
Because it's so hot.
That's
hilarious.
I think it's from fucking so
it's
much.
Like the friction from all weekend.
I'm not kidding.
That's
I'm like, dang,
awesome.
his dick must really be sore.
Well, damn. I wonder what my pussy would look like.
Well, it's not like, it's not like hanging off your body. So, I'm sure if they could do
like
a scan at the inside,
your
it would probably be good.
And your crotch.
Yeah.
It's all
That's
red.
awesome.
Yep.
That's awesome.
It's like, if I didn't get patted down after Mocha, y'all didn't do your fucking job, okay? That pussy was not red enough on that scanner. Get to work, boys. Come on.
You, the first time it happened was the first year we were in Fort Lauderdale. Then the next one was Houston, and then he went to LA, remember, after, right before I had surgery last year, and same thing. He was like, guess what happened? And I was like, surprise, your dick set off an alarm.
Babe, that's some big dick energy. Can't even go in the
100%.
airport.
I appreciate it.
Setting off alarms.
Yeah.
So AVNs next year.
Yeah.
All right, that's your goal. I love it.
Yep. And if we could, possibly get a podcast spot there.
That would be amazing.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
And, okay, so one last thing about
I'd like that even better.
AVNs. Okay, so, yes, anyone that's listened to this knows that I'm obsessed with Jason Love. If you don't know who that is, Google it.
He is a beautiful man. Yeah.
Tatted BBC from Blacked. That he's super fucking hot.
Yeah,
so, anyways, I almost cried because Subgirl called me today. And she was there, of course, and then someone else told me that he was actually fucking there. You guys would have to rip me off the ceiling. If there's ever a time in my life that I won't be able to speak,
it will be if you see him.
It will only be
it's
physical
contact. We'll just open your
contact.
mouth for you. We'll just open your mouth real big for you, and then we'll be like, she's ready. Just shove it in there.
I'm going to hump your ass butt naked. I'm sorry. I may get kicked out within the first 20 minutes if I see you. So if you see me, stay away.
You want to do AVNs as a fan, but also as a content person, but mostly as a fan to go see.
Only for him.
Yeah.
I'm fine.
care about
No.
any of
I
all
want
this.
to go because I heard that it was just a really fun networking event
yeah.
also.
Yeah,
It's
like
great.
that,
I'm sure it's a great event.
And I'm sure so many cool people, too.
Good energy, people that are, sex positive, and
Yep.
those are the types of people we absolutely love. being
Yeah. And
around.
hopefully the fans are the kind of fans where they're I don't know, just considerate and nice and super positive and stuff like that.
And I heard that a lot of it, it's a good mix of LS and porn world. So that's awesome to me. That's our environment to 10,000. And yeah.
That's awesome. All right.
Yeah. That's on my list of
goal.
goals. Yeah.
Vegas next year. It's always the first week in January or the second week in January.
Yeah, it was right after
Mm-hmm.
Christmas.
All right. Well, there you go. That's a goal.
If we talk about it now,
Yeah,
we
then I
can,
can
yeah.
plan, yeah.
We're manifesting.
Well, we don't
Yeah.
go anywhere for Christmas. I just have to be like, okay, Mom, don't you want to see the kids for Christmas? Okay, I love you, bye. Don't ask me where I'm going. Just
say-
a cabin.
Just
for
say your
the
friends
winter.
are perverts
Yeah.
and they want to go to AVNs and they need a babysitter.
You know what's bad? Okay, so my brother-in-law and my stepdad, Tommy told me that they used to go to Vegas almost around that time. And Tommy's like, there's a really big porn awards thing at that time of year, right? I bet they go to that.
Probably.
I bet they did.
Wow.
I bet they did.
That's
and
interesting.
never told.
Well, maybe
Yeah.
we'll run into some of your family members. That would be awesome.
I'm like, oh, hi, do you want to take a picture with me? It's $20. Just kidding. I'd be like, security, get them out. They're bad. You need to leave. They need to leave.
I think it would be a good opportunity for us and to like hang out, obviously. But if we were able to do a podcast there, that we could just
that would be super
Yeah,
fun.
that'd be awesome.
interview some really awesome people, and maybe next year we'll be millionaires.
Be sluts.
yeah, that's
Just be sluts. Be sluts all over. Be sluts all over.
Exactly.
Well, speaking of Vegas, I was
Oh,
there.
yes.
I was there a few weeks ago, right, the week before Christmas. My husband and I flew out for, 420 run.
Restock. Restock vacay.
Inventory restocking. And actually, my husband's, one of his younger brothers just moved there recently. He and his wife, they were transferred there for his job. So it was a good excuse to go spend time with family that we don't get to see very often. So they're actually also...
Are you being serious or sarcastic?
No, I'm being serious.
Okay.
I like.
You
I like
actually
this
do
brother.
like that one.
Okay,
My
got
brothers
it.
are like his wife is bomb.
Well, even better
You guys
that
would
they
love
moved
her.
to Vegas so you can see
Yeah.
family and restock.
Right,
Yeah.
Right. They're actually swingers themselves.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Anyway,
Oh, okay,
so
cool.
not that we're playing, anyway.
You don't want brothers?
No judgment.
I'm into cousins. I'm not into brothers. So,
She
anyway.
only does cousins from, where were they from? Trinidad?
Brothers.
Wait, those were brothers.
Yeah.
They were brothers.
If
So
Mr.
sweet.
Mocha had a brother, I would be fucking his brother. Oh, well, granted that, they looked alike.
You say that, and then you see the brothers, and you're like,
Maybe step-
maybe not.
I don't know.
So, anyway,
Yeah.
we were in Vegas, and anytime we're out of town, we always like to take the opportunity to have a little play date in the hotel room. So we got on SDC and put some feelers out, and I basically, whoever was first to respond, if I was okay with the photos, we invited him over.
First come, first serve.
Exactly.
Hey, man.
First arrive, first come.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
So I had a play date with a gorgeous man. Like he was like 6'4",
You have to show me later.
dark, bald. I love the bald dudes, which is weird because I normally don't like. I hate saying white bald dudes, but I'm saying white bald dudes. But the black bald dudes, they just
Yeah,
I don't know.
I don't mind it either. I don't care.
sexy. He was sexy. He had, you guys know, I love borderline, riding that line between confident and cocky. Mm-hmm. Bordering.
Little smart-assy kind of.
Swerving over into cocky every now and then.
Yeah.
So, I always tell people, think Scott Disick, if you don't know who Scott Disick is, but... It's
That kind of attitude.
Yes, think Scott Disick. Yeah, I love that kind of attitude. So...
People stopping and Googling.
Yeah, and they're like, how to get Carrie corrupted. Just be a little bit of a dick. Just a little bit,
Yeah,
but
just a
also
little
very
bit.
charming.
Yes.
You have to be charming,
Yes. but
well-dressed, have a
overly-
big cock, and a little cocky.
Yeah.
Just be
So
a little cocky with your big cock.
We had a great play date. It was amazing. When I saw his dick, my jaw hit the floor. I was so happy. It just... God, I love just like slabs of meat, just like fucking, like in Rocky, when he's punching, like he's in the freezer, the
Hit it
meat
in your
locker.
face like
Yes. I just love dicks that are like, huge dicks.
You're like having to just pull the underwear down, and it's like, where's
Flops
the
out.
dot? Where is it? It's so big. It's taking
I
up all
think
this
I put
space.
that video on Twitter of the reveal. Anyway,
I saw a picture of the cock. Is that the one you put up?
yes.
Oh, no,
Yes.
that was a nice cock.
Yeah,
It
it
had a
was
little
beautiful.
curve upwards, too.
It was gorgeous. So it was funny. When I saw it, he was like, "It's gonna hurt," and I was like, "No, it's gonna feel really good," and it did.
It's gonna hurt so good, motherfucker.
Oh my god, it was so awesome. We had a great time, wonderful experience. He said
You release some demons.
he comes to Atlanta frequently. He lives in San Francisco right
Damn.
now.
Get
but
that girl.
he actually lived in Atlanta for like 10 or 11 years, so he's familiar with Atlanta, and he
nice.
comes back for work. So, yes,
You
that was
got
awesome.
Dick flying to you.
Are you going to share, or are you just going to like...
Oh, absolutely. I'm already if he's here like on a weeknight, I'm going to be like, yeah, you need to come over. We'll do a podcast.
Okay,
You can
okay.
fuck my friends.
I think that's kind of how it goes in general anyways.
I wish I had more friends that were willing
he's been
to
to
be
a couple
whored
of
out.
splashes
For
too.
real.
He's been to a couple of splashes. Like he was I love meeting people that you can already have the conversation. You can tell, okay, he's had experience. He's been in the lifestyle. He knows what he's talking
actually
about.
in the lifestyle.
Right,
has
right.
Tried different things.
Yeah, so it was a really great experience, and I love meeting new people. And now,
That's awesome.
Now I have a little. He loves to fly just from San Francisco. Vegas is a quick little flight, so he likes to just fly in and see what kind of trouble he can get into for a weekend. So
when you go to Vegas, you could
He's
give
get-
him a heads up.
he
And
can get
maybe
into
see
me.
him. Yes. He'll
Yeah.
That's perfect.
yeah, it was really fun. We had a great time. had a
We
great
like
time.
Carrie
glad.
after she gets really good dick, because if you guys could see the look on her face,
Yeah.
it's always like,
You know when it's good.
yeah,
man.
Yeah.
like the dick was so good.
It was so good.
Were you there one time? I was talking about one guy's dick in front of some other dudes, and they were like, damn, Megan, you don't talk about my dick like that when you be talking about us fucking. And I'm like, you don't know. I might when you're not here. And he's like, bullshit. You don't talk about my dick like that. And I'm like, sorry. Was it really obvious?
Maybe it's just like first time that I fuck you. Like, it's not that I don't want to fuck you several times, but
Yeah, I don't know. Sometimes
2 or
it's
3
just-
times later, I may not talk about it like the first time. Like I did the first time, but
Yeah, or
I
if
still
you're
want to
getting
fuck
it
you.
regularly.
Yeah.
Well, but then it's like, obviously, if I keep asking you and want you to come over, it must be some good dick. So come on,
Right,
baby.
right.
I wouldn't keep fucking you if it wasn't.
Right. Again,
But
I
I
was.
guess I like closed my eyes and maybe I like drooled a little. I don't know.
I have to
My
say.
voice changed.
Yep. I have to say that Megan canceled on one of her cocks last Friday, and I was so excited because he texted me. And I
had to
literally
cancel it.
texted her and said, I'm so excited to be your backup.
Oh my god, that's awesome.
I know, and I was pissed. I'm like, damn, man, I'm not going to be able to do that. So I'm glad you took care of him for me. And I didn't have to feel guilty.
I love
It's the
it.
Pierce stick guy.
Yeah.
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 I'm always sore after him, though.
Oh my, guy, people ask me, what's the biggest dick? And it's probably the big dick Jerry guy. Or him. And honestly, with him, I almost feel like my pelvic bones are sore afterwards. Like his girth is, I don't know if it's the piercings or his girth, but like I feel like that's probably the
Have I met
closest
this
I come to
man?
tap
Why
out.
haven't I met this man?
I don't know.
You will.
All right.
Yeah. But he, that was good.
Good,
It was
I'm
like
glad.
daytime playtime, which I don't normally do. And
Oh yeah, he's can do daytime, so that
Yeah.
always
Oh,
is
I
more
love
convenient for
the
me.
afternoon play dates.
And he'll
Those are the
travel
best.
to you.
yeah.
See? All right, I'll give it. Next time he's
Yeah.
like, hey, do you know any? Sometimes he'll say, hey, do you know anyone who like needs some dick?
Yeah.
Like any of your friends?
Because he even said one time like
And I'm
that
like-
his issue is that he can't find someone that can take the whole thing.
Yeah. Yep.
And I was like, okay.
We got 3
I
slots for
know, we
you
know
here.
some people.
I'm raising my hand. Hello. Hello.
Yeah.
But didn't mean to cut off your story.
No, I'm
Ryan.
actually putting that video out next week, so
Oh,
it's a good
yeah,
segue
yeah,
into
yeah.
that. I edited it, and I didn't remember him saying this, but remember we talked about how he puts your legs straight up
Yeah.
off the bed?
Yeah.
And like that's when I was like squirting like crazy last time. He's last time in the video when I'm editing it, he says, I said, oh, are you going to do it the straight up leg thing? He's like, yeah, that's my kryptonite. I guess that's his favorite thing. But, yeah, so that video's going out next week.
Yay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
So we need to. So we talked about Carrie's sesapades in Vegas, and we were going to talk about
My-
your
My fun request
request.
is okay. So I took a picture of it so I would remember what it was called. So I got a message.
Are we allowed to say it on here? I'm just kidding.
I didn't even know what it was. If I don't know what it is, I'm sure there's lots of people who don't. If you know what it is, you're probably into it. Or maybe this guy messaged you too. It's okay. It's okay. All right. So I get a message and it's like asking me if I do private shows. And I'm like, well, that would probably depend on what you're like wanting, what you're looking for, and if I feel safe kind of thing. And so he's like, yeah, safety is important. You could bring your husband. Totally would want you to be comfortable. So I'm thinking like, striptease, dance kind of shit. Like, I'm like, okay, like, let me see. He's like, I'm setting up a private show sometime next month. Paying $15K. Are you interested? And I'm like, what the fuck is this? Like, first off, I'm like,
sounds
you're
like
full
prostitution.
of shit. No, I'm like, first off, you're never gonna give me $15K. You're full of shit. You're probably like the same guys say like, oh, I'll pay all your bills. What's your Cash App? And I'm like, and then they just ask you questions.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm like, yeah, okay. But so I'm like, what time? Oh, he said, have you ever been knotted? So I'm thinking rope play, like shibari.
Wait, like KNOTTED?
Yeah.
Okay.
Knotted.
Got it. Mm-hmm.
And I think I sent this almost at the same time, and I said, oh no, I said, what type of show? Is that like rope play? He said, no ma'am. It's zoo sex. A dog would have sex with you. And I said, I think I'm gonna have to pass. And he said, okay, no worries. I'm still a fan, but let me know if you ever change your mind. I'm like, oh my God. And Carrie asked the exact same question as my husband. What kind of dog is it?
What kind of dog? Like, is it a big dog? Or is it like one of those, like, Mastiffs?
Chihuahua?
God.
Or is it a Boston Terrier? Like,
So that was a new term for me.
That's definitely a new term. That amount, what I told you guys earlier, that'd have to be, like, multiplied by, like, 100 for me to even enter into the realm of possibility for me.
I told you that I read that article one time that the Instagram models, there are these Instagram models, I'm holding quotation fingers up, that these like kings and stuff like fly over because apparently there's a lot of wealthy men in Dubai, and they fly them over and they pay them $300K for like a week. But they have to fuck camels. They have to get like shit on, like all this stuff. Yeah, dude, look it up. I was like, holy shit.
Oh my gosh.
So what would you do
for
$300K in a week?
A camel sounds really freaked out. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's a term, being fully penetrated by a canine penis. Alrighty.
Carrie's going back to knotted.
Oh my God. I just like, that's...
Well, for $300,000.
For 7 days.
You've got to do something for 7 days. Sexual,
But they're not allowed to leave this person's
we're talking about,
place.
like, just any weird kink or just...
I would want to know how many times a day do I
specific.
have to do it and which animals
So
we're going to
basically,
be.
they feed them. They don't know what they're doing when they have to agree in this contract, and they can't tell what they did or what they didn't do.
It seems like animal abuse to me.
They call it.
I'm sorry.
It's in Dubai. It's
That
probably
doesn't
not
make
the
it
same.
any better.
Sure,
But I'm
animals
saying-
are having a good time, Carrie.
I don't know.
Okay, agreed.
Innocent animals are so
I don't know. I'm going to have to
innocent
see the
me.
cum shot to know for sure.
I'm so dead.
I'm sorry.
Oh my gosh.
No, it's fine. It's
Camels
fine.
are like
we totally
horses.
side noted.
Camels are huge. I
They're
think
like
they got
horses.
big old dicks.
Yes, they're like horse
But
dicks.
basically, some of them were called like human toilet, and like the guys would take
man.
like, what do you call it, like X-Lax, and they would like
I
do
want to
that
find
on them.
I need to find a country where women do this to men.
Yeah.
God, that's
that a thing?
awful.
I don't know. But I was like, not
Two
okay,
girls,
like
one
the whole
cup.
episode.
Like, oh my God,
Yeah,
no.
I kind of
no.
want to know how much a dude would want for something like that.
In
like,
my
let's flip
mind,
it. How
for
much would you
Probably
$300
want?
for free.
in my,
Some of them, yeah.
I've talked to some dudes. And
like the most extreme
They're like,
thing
I'll
I would
pay
do.
to do that.
The most extreme thing I would do for like $300,000 is like be bi for a week. Like,
Hey, I'll have anal with someone for $300K. Oh,
I might do that.
In a
I don't
hypothetical
know.
situation.
You have to do anal all week. I
No,
don't
not
know.
for a week. The next day, I wouldn't be
Yeah.
able to sit down.
I would just ask, how many drinks can I have for us to do this?
Like, can I take something? Oh, can I do a dab? Oh, we need our friends to bring me a dab. Then I could probably do it. I
I'd
wouldn't
be
even
like,
remember.
Right.
can I
just
have
need to be-
a Benadryl and a double shot of Tito's?
And I will let you fuck me anally as all week. Yes.
For 300,000. Yeah, that's about as freaky as I'm gonna go for
that
3K.
sounds like totally. I could do that for
3 million,
300K.
we might start talking about a camel.
You hear that, Dubai guys? Come on,
300,000
dirty girls
I
for
realize that we're going to get kicked off the internet for this.
Hey, we're
Okay.
educating. I'm helping people not get
Yeah.
these messages
So-
and end
Yeah.
up at some
If anyone-
show. Yeah, they think that she made up some cool thing, and then a dog comes out.
Yeah. So
You're welcome, guys.
new Dirty Girls Corner terminology.
Yeah.
Yeah, add it to the.
Add that to your lifestyle.
Nodded means that you will
dictionary.
get fucked by a canine. So
Yeah.
just say no, kids.
That reminds me of y'all's like first episode where you're like a unicorn, and that's when you had you're like now in the lifestyle,
The,
bull.
the ABCs of lifestyle.
Same spot.
We had to stop somewhere.
I know,
Or
no,
start
it's-
somewhere.
It's just so fun. Your voice is like now you're like you. You
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
talk like you.
Yeah.
But at the beginning you could tell you were like,
Dude, do you know
so
why?
careful
Because I literally,
how
just
you
to start
said it.
the fucking episode, I would have to drink like half a bottle of vodka because I could not stand. There were sometimes like one episode I know for sure, like probably within like the first 10 episodes, I know that I threw up afterwards several
Oh
times.
my God.
And Mr. Moko was like, so were you okay last night? And I was like, damn, did we even finish the podcast? He was like, you barely did, because as soon as we were done, you went to the bathroom. I was like, damn.
Mr. Roga's like, man, I gotta carry this bitch again.
Yeah. So,
Well,
so
nodded.
funny.
We
Nodded.
learned
Don't
a
do
new
that.
term. We
Yeah.
learned a new word.
yeah. So,
No,
I mean, if
no,
you want to go to Dubai for $300K and do all that, more power to you.
no Dotson dick
You do
in
your
Megan's
thing.
future. No,
What?
no Dotson dick in your
Oh
future.
my God.
No, not for now. Now, if I change my mind, I know who to contact. But I mean, he's still a fan, I guess. Hopefully,
Yeah,
I don't know.
yeah,
I might have
yeah.
lost him as a follower.
I'm
after
sorry.
that.
I look at all animals with that they're, and I realize that animals procreate, but they have such innocent
Oh,
little
yeah,
souls.
for sure.
Like I just
No, I know.
can't look at an animal and in any
I
sort of
literally
sexual fashion.
told you that one time that we had that lady come to the house. So everyone knows about Porno Pup.
Yes, you. I remember
And he is
this.
literally my life. Ask either one of these bitches or my husband. He knows that I love the dog more than I love him. Okay. Probably they're probably on the equal playing ground. Okay. But this lady came to the house. She was drinking, and apparently I went in to go to the bathroom, and I left the dog on the deck with everybody because he's the party pup also too.
He's social. He likes to be with everybody.
He likes to be in the mix. So I came back out, and someone else told me that she opened her legs and was like, wonder if he eats pussy. Now, had I come out to that, because he was,
You need to leave my home.
I didn't
You
know
need
because
to
they
leave my home.
it wasn't while we were out there. It was
That is
later
dog
on.
molestation.
Yeah, it was like later on. But anyways, we won't be too serious about that. But yeah, I will whip a motherfucker's ass.
So she's not coming back.
Yeah,
basically.
she was
He's
not
such
invited
a
back.
Sweet, innocent little soul.
Oh,
Yeah,
he's so
yeah,
sweet.
yep.
I'm sure he'll have a great time.
Yeah, yeah. Let's not let me not let him
not
be. Let it be his choice. Yeah. So, we were also going to talk about
Oh, yeah,
Dudes taking dick pics on the toilet.
Oh, yeah.
Since we're talking about kind of gross stuff today, let's go to that, and then we'll get to the bi and the LS stuff.
Okay.
But dick pics on the toilet. We do not want... I'm going to say...
I've seen it, posted on Twitter as, they're trying to show off their dick on Twitter. And
but why on the toilet?
Yeah. I don't know. That's why I'm asking.
Are the toilets in the background?
No, they're sitting on it. Their
They're
pants
sitting
are down.
on the toilet.
They are sitting on the open toilet. They have just taken a dump. Maybe,
Good God,
hopefully,
in the morning.
flushed it.
Y'all need to grow up.
And then they're sitting on the toilet.
No.
Could you imagine if we sent pictures out like that sitting on the toilet?
They would think
They
it
would
was
like
hot, and they would want to fuck
They want me
even
to pee
more.
on myself. They don't. They want my pee. They don't care if we're sitting on a toilet.
Yes.
But guys, it doesn't work like this for us. We don't want you on the
No.
toilet, okay? Unless they request that.
You know what?
If
We
they
say
request that, you.
We say that, but
You
there
know?
are women out there that are into it. There be some freaks.
That's
Well,
true,
that's what I'm
but
saying. The generalized, probably just assume that's probably not the best dick pic you could do.
Yeah, I mean,
But then if they request that,
it's-
if you're into that, same as
is it like hard and it's standing up, or
Yeah.
is it pointing down into the toilet bowl,
Regardless.
touching the water?
no, it's usually
I don't
up.
want to see that.
It's usually up.
Just my personal preference. So if you like that, that's cool, but
Yeah,
I don't like that.
I don't want to imagine
Yeah.
you sitting on the toilet.
No.
Oh, while I'm sitting here taking a dump, let me take this pic for this bitch. Yeah.
Yeah.
She's going to love this. Hopefully I don't get any dump in the back. You know all those selfies where they say when you should always check your selfie and there's
Your dildos
Yeah.
in
the background,
bookshelf,
yeah. Or you're pretending like your boyfriend took the picture but you can tell it's a selfie.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Or their butt's in it but
Right.
they didn't know their butt was in it.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah. So just let's just not do that, guys. Okay. Just
Well,
personal preference.
Here's the thing. I think lots of guys think that they can't be sexy. You got girls. It's just so much easier for girls to be sexy. Y'all, we some thirsty bitches. We like your shit, but just put a little effort in it, and we're thirsty. We're nasty like men too.
Someone said
but
on-
you just got to give us a little bit, I had one guy, he was in the sauna and he had his towel wrapped around him, but his dick was flopped on his leg and he just showed me a little bit. But it was so fucking hot, man. I was thinking about his dick all day. But am I going to think about toilet dick? Not the same way, man. Not the same
Maybe
way.
they,
what
maybe they
you were
don't
doing.
realize. I mean, is it obvious the toilets and they're trying to include the
yes.
toilet? Yeah.
It's where
No.
can I sit down? Oh, here's the toilet.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I mean, there's a lot of guys that they take some really sexy pictures. And
Agreed.
honestly, I told Tommy that I'm making him do a lumberjack kind of shoot, some kind of photo shoot. Or one where his beard's oil, dripping wet. And it's all, a really good picture.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be so fucking sick? I'm
Yeah.
yes, I am making you do
Bring him
that
over
shit.
next time like that.
Yes, right? Yes.
Show a scene.
When we were dating, we took him camping with my parents. That was one of the tests to see if he could handle my life.
He was man enough.
And he was chopping wood, and my mom did to me you liking that? And I'm yeah, I'm liking that. I'm fucking liking that. And anytime he's out there, I am such a perv. He'll be fixing something because he's pretty handy. So he'll be building stuff and I'll be perving out
I'm the
so
same
bad.
way.
I'm looking out the
Yep,
window.
I'm the same way.
Man, I love that shit. Just do some manly shit.
Even if Steve's just mowing the grass, he'll take his
Yes!
shirt off and he's just out there pushing the grass.
They're not trying to be sexy. They're just being
And
men.
he's sweaty. And
Man
so
shit.
hot.
I'm just
Yeah.
damn,
Man
my
shit.
husband is so hot.
Yeah, or working on the car, or any of that stuff. I love that shit. Or doing some dishes. That's hot too. Or some laundry. Or vacuuming. Man, I bet your butt looks really good when you
I
vacuum.
think
I'm gonna be
that-
so thirsty for that.
I think that Tommy needs to start taking more photos,
Oh, God.
more selfies.
Yeah, babe. Give the ladies what they want.
Exactly.
I mean, yeah.
At one point, I had to get onto him because his picture wasn't even you couldn't even tell it was him. I'm dude, can you, like, just put your beard at least or something?
His beard's on
here?
there now, yeah.
Yeah, he
Here's you
changed
talking
it.
shit.
Yeah, I'm talking shit, but I'm also telling him I'm a thirsty perv for him, so it's fine.
No toilet dick pics though,
No,
Tommy.
Tommy knows better than to send some toilet dick pics.
Yeah. We might all die. Yeah. So, note to yourself, guys. Well, at least for me and Megan. Carrie? Are you on the no toilet
That's a hard pass.
Yeah.
That's a hard pass.
And don't even send one as a joke, because I'll be completely turned off.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
She might not fuck you if you do
yeah,
that.
that's not...
She might not.
I'm like the biggest
I mean,
jokester.
I'd probably laugh if I knew you were doing it because of this podcast.
Here's the thing. Maybe, but then I might be like, I might overthink it and be turned off later and be like, damn. I don't know. No, I don't know.
There's that one dude out there that's like, no, my dick. Wait till she sees this dick on the toilet.
Well, my toilet, I got a bidet. I'm a fancy guy. They gotta know my ass is splashing clean. Y'all, my friend I sat on her toilet, and it is a heated bidet toilet. I'm like, oh fuck, if I ever get rich, I'm getting this shit.
I think we have the same friend.
My ass was so warm, it was fantastic.
Don't we have that same friend?
It's the one that's helping me.
No.
Oh.
The one that lives up north that we both have visited has the same thing.
Yes!
Yeah.
I don't remember hers being as warm as that one, though.
That's probably because you went in the summer, because they keep it cooler.
Oh, probably,
But
yeah.
I was up there yesterday, and my ass was so... I was like, oh my
love it.
God.
I know. I was like, man, this would make me pee so fast. Because like, you sit down, it's so warm. I'm like, oh, this is so cozy. I'd like go sit and read a book. I'm gonna take some pussy pics on that bidet.
Oh my God.
While you're getting your
Send them
pussy
out.
squirted
I'm
out.
gonna just send a mass message, y'all. I know you like those toilet pics, so I'm gonna flip it. Here you go. There's
Flip the
a
switch.
potty pussy.
Oh my God.
Those are going to be your biggest money makers.
Yeah.
Oh my
yeah.
gosh.
Facts.
You can make anything sexy.
Thanks, Carrie.
You're welcome.
Oh, are you checking comments? And
No, I'm
stuff?
reading your notes.
Oh, yeah, because I'm the only one that does those.
I know.
Y'all gotta get with it. I can't have all the stories. I just jot shit down when I hear something weird or different or...
The problem is I don't hear a lot of things because you guys are my life. Until there's a party. And then I'm like, okay, here we go.
I can talk about this.
I hear nothing because, I'm just like, we're not on social media.
Yeah.
So other than, Carrie Corrupted. So I know nothing that's going on in the local Atlanta swinger scene. I rely on friends for gossip. And
Me. Hey, Amy.
there's some other people.
Yeah, you have a couple, yeah. That
I
are still
have
pretty active.
my little chickadees out there.
Yeah.
You never know who her chickadees are.
And, we don't do the content stuff, so I don't stay in the mix. So I have less information than you have, so.
But you get your good Vegas dick.
Yes,
Yeah,
I do.
I was about to
Yes,
say.
I do.
Yeah.
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
And then every
SEC.
once in a while, some crazy story like your Trinidad brothers or your jail guy.
You guys,
Your jail guy.
So I am planning a because our 25th wedding anniversary is coming up in May.
Are you gonna get gangbang?
No, yes, but in the
For your anniversary?
in the Caribbean.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, that's why you were going for your passports?
Yeah, we're gonna do maybe like Jamaica or
You need to go to Hito.
Antigua or St. Lucia. Those are
You
my three
literally
choices.
need to go to Hito.
That's
They
gonna be
have all single
fantastic.
guys there.
Yeah, so I and I'm gonna be. I have a big birthday coming up. I'm gonna be
15, I know.
Bitch, you look so good.
I know.
So I'm going to be turning 50 in June, and our wedding anniversary, our 25th, is in May. Mm-hmm. So that's when we're planning like the big trip. So
That'll be so awesome.
yeah. So
I'm excited for you.
I definitely want to do like a gangbang. Steve was telling me that he read about like because we didn't have like a proper wedding. We had we were already living together with a kid. So
Yeah.
we didn't have a proper wedding. And we didn't have a honeymoon. So this is kind of like our honeymoon.
Okay.
And Steve was telling me about these women that lifestyle ladies that he's read about where their honeymoon was them getting gangbanged. And I'm like, hells yeah.
Yeah.
We attended a wedding at Trapeze.
No.
Are you
that's
serious?
Awesome.
I think that's so awesome.
That's amazing.
We walked in on another one, but one of them we were actually invited to.
Huh.
Yes.
That's cool.
Well, I'm definitely...
I mean, I guess if you're both lifestyle,
I've
you know,
talked
or
about
that's where you
doing-
met.
I've talked about doing a vow renewal because I just feel like we didn't have a proper wedding. We don't even have, like, legit photos. So,
Do it in Diamond Club at Trapeze.
well, I want to do it in Jamaica when we're in
Oh,
Jamaica.
okay.
Are you going to get white
And
lingerie?
then I'm going to do, like, the gangbang right after. It's going to be my... my bang moon or something. I
you know, they do a
don't know.
push present. It could be like
honey
a
gang bang. I don't know. Yeah. So
Push a
we'll
bunch of
see.
dicks in me.
We'll see.
Yeah.
That's my adventure for 2023.
That sounds amazing.
Yeah.
I'm about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have something that I'm trying to get coordinated, but I don't want to jinx it yet, so
Okay.
I'm gonna wait to talk about it
Okay.
until I know it's happening,
Okay.
and then
We'll
maybe
wait.
I'm gonna get it for you if it goes well,
Oh,
because you would like it too.
she's including you.
Oh, me?
Nice.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, shit. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Do we want to talk about the LS stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Since I know nothing,
Well,
Dead.
tell me. Give me all the
you've
dirt.
been around long enough, though, that you should know some people.
I do know people.
You know-
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
you know
just
the
don't.
people.
There's not a lot of people that actively talk about. There's not a lot of men that actively talk about being bi in, I'll say, the direct swinger world. I won't say
Yeah.
lifestyle, because on the kink side of it, yes. But like if you go to Trapeze here or just like a house party, unless it's like that house party is specified to bi couples or bi males or whatever.
Yeah.
A lot of
Male
lifestyle dudes get
bisexuality is
weird
not
here.
a-
yeah, they
Yeah.
they freak
But
out a
it's-
little bit.
we've talked about it before, though. It's definitely regional.
Yeah.
You know, we're in the South, and the South is the Bible Belt. So I think male bisexuality is still
They gotta be like
very
very macho men too.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that we, you know, obviously we encourage.
Oh yeah, I don't.
We
I
want
could
everyone
care
to
less.
like, you know, live your sex truth,
Your best
for
life.
Sure.
Mhm.
Well, yeah, so we had someone in our like kind of lifestyle community kind of come out as bi. But honestly, like I was reading through all the comments and everyone was super supportive. And you could tell there was a few guys who were like they were supportive, but they wanted to throw out that they weren't. Like, I mean, I'm not that way. Like,
Good
we
for
got
you,
it,
dude,
dude.
but
Like,
don't-
it's almost
don't
like they
touch
really
me.
had to make sure everyone
Yeah.
knew that they weren't, just because they were okay with him being.
They're covering their own
Yeah.
asses literally.
Yeah. Yes.
At home probably, yeah.
But so I was glad that overall, like, I didn't see it. Obviously, no one commented mean, because they probably would just kept their thoughts to themselves if they had anything negative to say. But like, there was tons of guys that responded like, "I think that's so awesome for you." Like, his wife knew the whole time. Like, they just kept that part quiet in the lifestyle because he never felt like he could be comfortable, or like he didn't want guys to freak out, or like, and that's what a lot of the guys were saying. Like, look, dude, I know you're not just gonna like walk up and do something. Like, same consent applies. Like, you're not just gonna like whip it out and start touching stuff.
But honestly, like, that's kind of bullshit for guys to say. It's good that they said it, but it's bullshit that they say it because he probably felt like he had to say that because that has happened several times. I've been around people that, like, they found out that the guy is bi, and they've been like, "Oh, we're not playing with that couple." And I'm like,
Yeah.
"That's so fucking dumb. The dude's not gonna fuck you in the ass unless you say like, "Oh, I'm bi too. Let's go do some shit."
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
mean,
well, and then it turned into the whole conversation, which we've also talked about before, of how it's almost the opposite for women, where it's like, if you are not bi and you're a woman, you're almost expected to kind of be
Yeah.
bi,
Yeah.
or at least be bi comfortable, where
Bi-curious.
or bi enough that you can make out so
Yeah.
people enjoy it,
Right.
and they get some foreplay. Which, let me tell you, as a very bi person, that kind of sucks for us. Because if I know you're not into it at all, I don't want to do it.
Right.
Like, no, you're not. I know you don't want to. And I don't want to make you do that. Like, I'm good.
But that is like the thing too. I think we've talked about it on several episodes before, but there are a good amount. There are more women that are more aggressive about you being bi than there are. Then I don't even know how to say it. I can't talk. I'm losing my shit.
Women are more aggressive, and they're more aggressive with other women because they just assume that other women are also
Everyone
bi.
should be bi.
And I'm definitely not bi.
Right. And how many times have I tried to make out with you, Carrie?
Absolutely zero.
I have touched your boob, but you have great boobs, and you don't care.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure I always
being
ask.
molested by you.
I think I just told you, you have the best nipples. I just need to touch them.
Yeah, but I'm just, but it is something that when we first got into lifestyle, I went along with that whole mentality of women are supposed to be bi and play with one another.
I think a lot of women feel that way.
Because I thought, okay,
they do it too, thinking
we
that.
literally just got into this community. We kind of have to go with like what's accepted and what the norm is, and that's kind of the norm. Is like people are in this. People are in this to watch their wives make out.
Yeah,
you know, or watch
it
their
turns
wives.
the guys on.
Right. So, I kind of went along with that for like maybe a year and a half or so, and then I was like, yeah, I'm definitely not bi.
Yeah.
And then I really started kind of like we figured out single dudes were my jam. And once you start owning your truth, which is it's awesome that this man has chosen to not only own his truth and live his truth, but kind of announce it to the community.
Yeah.
Good for him.
I know. He basically was like, I'm tired of having to worry about this.
Right.
I accept this.
It freed
My
him
wife
up.
accepts this.
Yeah.
If you don't want to talk to me or see me or be around me in the lifestyle,
Oh,
I don't
fucking well.
even care anymore.
Right.
I want to be able to be myself.
Right.
Yep.
Good
And
for him.
for the most part, like, I mean, everyone was super like, I'm so glad you were able to say this. This is great. Like, and then it turned into women saying, you know, I wish it was more okay. Or men, some of the men were saying it too. Like, I wish it was more accepted because, like, women had men confide in them that they, which I have too. Like, once they realize you don't care or you're not going to judge them or think any different, there are some guys who have like told me, you know, certain things that they've either wanted to try or have tried, but don't tell the other lifestyle people. And I hate that they have to keep that secret or like worry about that or think that like how they should be able to explore what they want the same way you figured out that you like single dudes and you like BBC and you know, like, same thing. They should be able to have a safe place. Obviously, like, same with consent. It all applies.
Yeah.
But they shouldn't feel like they aren't allowed to express that
Right.
desire.
Yep.
If it's there.
Yep.
So hopefully, you know, him doing that maybe opened some doors for other people to either discuss
that would
or
be amazing.
possibly come out to. And like,
I like hope so because you know
Yeah,
like that
I
shit
hope so,
pisses me
too.
off because I've been turned off by like several LS men like that I was super attracted to because they'll say stupid shit like that.
yeah.
And I don't want to say and I don't care what anyone has to say about this, but I don't want to say it's like country mentality or Southern mentality because I know that it's everywhere now. But somewhere, someone told you in your life that that's just like not man code or something. But who gives a fuck?
Yeah.
It's okay for women to be lesbians. It's okay for women to be bi and you to be pleasured by that. But it's not okay for guys to do it or men or whatever. So
Yeah.
I can tell you that there's not very many things that piss me off, but that is pretty close to the top of the list.
Yeah.
Well, and
It's just it's like a form of judgment.
Yeah, the
And-
judgment thing is what kills me because we're in a lifestyle where hopefully you can reserve judgment because we are living this type of life.
Yeah,
and
right.
we really
I know.
are
That's what's so
stepping
crazy.
into some really intimate parts and aspects of each other's lives sexually. Like,
Yeah.
don't you want people to be allowed to explore what they want to explore? And if other people are into it, great. If you're not into it, then hey, you're just like lifestyle acquaintances, and it's no big deal.
But it goes back to what people are comfortable with and what they understand and don't understand. Because I think a lot of people think, oh, swinging is just this one thing, because that's all they know. So they're open-minded.
That's true.
They're still
because there's so many degrees to it.
That judgment.
They think you have to swap.
Right.
Like, there's a lot of people who think swinging you have to swap.
No, you don't have to fucking swap.
That's the only way you can do that.
Yeah. But, I mean, I think it comes down to just like regular life. There are swingers that are like open-minded, but we can't say they're completely open-minded. I feel like there's really not like a lot that there are things that aren't my preference, but I know it's not my preference, so I just don't do it.
Right.
But I'm not going to knock you and be mad at you because that's your fucking preference. I'm just going to say, no, I don't do that.
Yeah.
But I'll help you find somebody that can.
I feel like since we've done the podcast and making content, I was never like judgy before, but there's so much more that I've learned about like kinks, fetishes, like different degrees of things, what knotted is, how much I could make if I was willing to fuck a camel.
Right.
No, so like I think, you know, the more you learn and the more people you meet, like for instance, if all these, you know, guys that are freaked out by bi dudes, let's say they're friends with this like really manly macho dude that they've been friends with for forever, and he's like, hey, guess what, guys, that totally changes their, like, at first I'm sure they'd be freaked out, right? That they didn't know this about their friend, but then I would hope that they would start looking back and being like, okay, we did all this stuff together. We went and saw these football games. We went to a casino. We had all this good, fun friendship together. This doesn't make any difference. I liked him before I knew this. So what's the difference?
Right.
You know, and guess what? All this time, he never tried to stick his dick in my ass.
Right. He never tried to fuck me in the ass when I bent over or grab my butt.
Well, he was fucking
whatever.
my wife with me. Like,
right.
So I think, you know, the more people you meet and you see, oh, these guys, same with lifestyle people. At first, they probably think we're crazy, but then they see how our relationship is, how open we are, how non-judgmental we are. And then they're like, oh, these people are actually pretty normal. They have kids and they hang out. They don't, you know, they can act like normal human beings and have jobs.
Right.
So there was an episode on, what is it, The Burt Show, where they actually went to trapeze.
Oh, yeah.
And they talked about, before, that they went to trapeze.
Someone on that show is a swinger.
Oh, I agree completely. But they talked about like what they thought trapeze would be beforehand, and then went in, and because, you know, they're thinking they're going to go in and record. Yeah. And I'm listening to like the pre-episode, and I'm like, yeah, motherfucker, you about to find out.
Yeah, you ain't gonna
get kicked out real quick. So anyways, they come back and they start, I was like, I'm listening to the next episode, and I never listen to the radio normally, but I listened to it, and they went into it, I can't say with like a closed mind, it was more of we were a joke. I can't say we, but, you know, swinger community was a joke.
Well, the same way they make us look in every movie.
Right. So it was kind of like a joke. Like, oh, you know, I'm afraid someone's going to touch me or grab my dick or whatever. And I'm like, so I'm laughing because I'm like, wow, people think we're just wild, just going to rape everybody out here, you know?
No impulse control whatsoever.
Right. And then they came back on, and actually it was like they spread some light on things, and he was like, it was awkward as fuck being naked because there is one area where you can only be naked. But he was like, everyone was super respectful. Like, it's nothing like what you thought it was going to be. Like, no one was just coming up to me and grabbing me. Like, of course, people were talking, but it was actually better than being at like a regular club.
Yeah.
But I was naked.
It's almost more social. I mean, really, you're more social than a regular club. A regular club, everyone's just walking around kind of checking each other out.
Yeah,
and then you might like feel them grind against you.
In vanilla clubs, you don't know what the boundaries are, where each person's boundaries.
Are they
and granted,
single?
There are still boundaries at trapeze.
Are they even looking for anything, or are they just here to dance?
But it's like you can brush up against someone and not get screamed at for accidentally touching them or something.
Yep.
You know?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, the energy for sure is definitely different at trap.
Yeah.
But I think like, bi, whatever you are, if you're a cuck, if you're a bi, if you don't play at all, if you play, if you just, whatever, it's just your preference. It's what your preference is. And who are we here to judge you about what you like?
Preferences can definitely change over time, and you can find yourself getting involved in different things and being turned on by different things. And
I'm evolving, I think.
yeah, and it's
I'm liking
okay.
different things.
It's
Same.
okay. Growth is okay.
Yeah. I can't say I've evolved. We've evolved in our relationship.
Not evolved. Like, I've just changed. Like, how you used to do more couple stuff or girl stuff, but now you've realized what you really like. Like, there's some stuff, it's like, okay, this is fun and I have a good time, but if I want to really get fucked, then this is who I'm going to go to. Like, I'm going to leave this party and feel this way, and I'm going to leave this. Or if, the one-on-one versus group stuff, or girl couple stuff, because I still, like, do a lot of that stuff, too. So it's just different degrees of, like, some I get more excited for, and some I'm more like, okay, let's see how this goes. And some I'm like, oh, this is going to be fucking good. Like, it's like, I know what's the most enjoyable for me, or different, like, and it will vary. Like, there's sometimes I just want to get crazy with all my friends, and I could end up in a big pile in a bed, and that's perfect. Like, that's the experience that I wanted that night. So it's just like kind of figuring out how to tell what I'm needing or wanting, or if I'm grumpy, what I need, because I haven't had something in a while.
I usually, like, I'm there with you, though. Like, I've had to, like, I can't say I'm encouraging myself to do stuff at a party, but Mr. Mocha and I have actually had to start talking about, like, okay, we're going to wherever. Like, I really just feel like if you want to do something, that's fine. But for me, I want it to be a social event. We haven't done anything social in a really long time, so I don't want, like, the pressure. I can't see the pressure of having to fuck somebody, because I wouldn't say the people there are pressuring you to play. I need to discuss that with him prior to, because he'll always go in with the expectation of we're fucking tonight. Yeah. So
I think there's sometimes that expectation. You feel like there's expectation put on you. Even if no one's, like, pressuring you, it's kind of like, there's some parties you can go to and a lot of people don't play, and so they just hang out. And then there's some parties where, if you're coming, you should be fucking. There's different degrees of parties. So until you know which crowd is which and which parties are which, it can be a little trying to figure that out.
But that goes into, like, what we were going to talk about next, which is pressure to play at parties.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, we're here.
Well, Megan had mentioned it to us a few weeks ago, and so the term DTF is thrown around a lot in lifestyle, and I always consider that down to fuck.
Yeah,
that's what it is to me.
That's what I always thought.
Like, you're down to fuck. But Steve and I had dinner a couple of weeks ago with lifestyle friends of ours, and the female said determined to fuck, and I was like, wow, that's a whole different
energy.
Yeah, determined to fuck is totally different than down to fuck. And I think some of these parties have become we're determined to fuck. So if you're showing up to this party, then you better be determined to fuck as well, because and that's just not, Steve and I are very, we'll see what happens when we get there, and if something hot and amazing is going down, then maybe we'll partake, maybe we won't, maybe like, we're very, like, we'll see how it's going to go when we're there. Steve and I have bathroom conversations where we pop into the bathroom with each other, and we're like, what do you think? What do you think? I don't know.
What do you like? What do you want to do?
What do you feel like? Are you feeling the energy?
Do you like that one? Which one are you looking at?
So
have you talked to anyone yet?
We're just very kind of go with the flow people. We don't have, like, any sort of DTF energy going on, but I had never considered the possibility of people being determined to fuck.
Yeah. Well, and I think there is certain parties I've been to where I'm pretty sure we knew, I mean, well, even like content parties too, but if I know who's going to be there, sometimes I can gauge that. But then
Yeah.
there's some where it's a little mix, you know, like there's some people there that don't always play and they sit in the kitchen and hang out, or they sit back and watch. So there's some where it's a mix. So
I've always told people, though, like the house parties you guys were doing before the content
Yeah,
parties.
those are different.
Like, I would tell people, like, look,
but we wouldn't invite people
you're gonna
that
fuck,
we knew.
you know?
Like, it's like, look,
People
this
are there
is
to
your
fuck.
platter that you have wanted.
Yeah.
We're going to give it to you. Do you want to come?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're going to want to fuck.
Yeah.
We're
Yeah.
seeking out specific women
Right.
that is
Yeah.
their what they want. So that's
We're
a
not
very...
gonna-
And we've always said there, like, for those parties, that there was no pressure to play. But if you're
Right.
not coming to play, then this is probably not the party for you.
Right, so they know they know what type of party it is, what
Mm-hmm.
expectations are.
I
What
came to those parties when my pussy
Oh,
to
I was
get
ready to be
slayed.
yes.
Slayed.
Well,
Yes.
guess what, bitches? We're going to start doing those again.
Yes, please. I love those.
We're going to start doing, like, we're going to try to, like, flip-flop them. Because I
Lifestyle
think...
content.
Yes,
Lifestyle
because
content.
last year, I think because we had just gotten into content, we were doing terrible at balancing lifestyle content
Yes.
shit. And we took, like, a much-needed little break because of holidays and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I like, told Mr. Mocha, like, I need that and you need that. Because...
It's a different
It's starting
energy.
to get
It's a
awkward to
different
fuck
energy.
off camera at all.
Yeah.
Like, we're like, oh shit, where's the camera? Move your arm here, figure it.
Yeah.
I see him, like, I'm sucking his dick in the bed and we're alone and I'm moving my hair. And I'm like, why the fuck am I moving my hair? That's not a camera. So you get accustomed to things and you know, I just...
Yeah, you want to
We
just
need
get
better
thrown
balance.
around and not care if your hair's in your face or shoved in a
Correct.
pillow, or if you're half drunk, half titty fucking
Yeah.
with slobber dripping down.
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
like, it's fine.
And I think what we plan on, not to be like off subject, but what we're planning on doing is maybe doing like we did the very last like BBC party where we have just one room for content.
Yeah, that's
so.
good.
If you want to do that, fine. But everybody else,
Yeah, do your
fucking
thing.
free for all.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do what you want to do. Yeah, because I know this year Mrs. Mocha and Ginger both need.
to merge.
Yes, we need to be one with plenty of dicks.
She's gonna need double the dicks, guys. Double the
Exactly. So,
There you go.
I mean, I think I just miss the whole. It's not that I don't let loose on camera because we do just like.
Well, but you have to somewhat be aware. I mean, I'm not always, which is why my hair's in my face sometimes.
There is
'cause
a
I'm
little
like,
bit of pressure. You're being filmed. You want it to be quality.
Right.
You don't want it to be a wasted opportunity. So
Yeah.
there is some pressure to.
And to be honest,
You
I
want it
like
to
to
be
watch
good.
it after. It's like my porn. I remember it all.
do you masturbate to your
Oh,
own porn?
hell yes.
You are nasty. And I love
I
it.
do.
That
It
is
puts me
hot.
right back in that moment
That is
where I can
so
like remember their
fucking
moans
hot.
and hands grabbing me.
I
Yes,
love that
it turns me
shit.
the
Damn.
fuck on.
That's amazing.
It's like
for you.
It's like a live spank bank in my brain. It's not because I'm vain. It's 'cause it
I know.
puts
It's 'cause
me
you-
back
yeah.
in that place.
This is why I love you. You just tug at my heartstrings.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That is just hot.
I won't even
That is
watch
so
mine.
hot.
Bank. Oh, really? Oh,
Mr.
no,
Mocha
I love it. I'm
watches
like,
all mine.
certain moans, I'm like, oh, he was hitting it right there. Fuck, yes, good.
I love that.
baby.
Yes,
Like,
I
there's
love
one video where
that.
I'm like, oh, I can feel you up in my guts. And I'm like, fuck, yes, I remember that
I'm
shit.
gonna call him again. Hey, guy.
Actually, no. Hey, do you think we can schedule something next week?
Again?
Because I
Yeah.
just watched our video and I am fucking turned on.
Yep.
That's awesome.
Yep.
But yeah.
But
No.
yeah, there is pressure. So, just being in like the parties that you guys used to have before content, there was just it was a little bit of a different vibe. I'm going to tell you, the lighting is a lot different, and I prefer the mood lighting.
No, here's the thing. That, like, my last, like, 3 or 4 videos he's done, I've made him do different lighting because first of all, my legs look like I have Lyme disease right now, okay? Because of my, like, whatever the fuck is happening, okay?
Yeah.
So every single video, that was all I could focus on. That's why I stopped watching them.
You just need to start wearing some thigh highs.
I bought a crap ton of crotchless bodysuits, so I'm ready to go.
There you go.
There you go.
Yeah, I'm raring to go. So
I love it.
2023, bitch!
exactly. You guys are going to see Miss
The
Mocha
year
wear
of the-
lingerie. Oh my
The
God.
year of the crotchless bodysuits.
But yeah, we're no pressure.
Yeah, so I called you guys, or I texted you, because I was upset.
Yeah.
Yeah, you felt a little pressure. Yeah.
Yeah. We had quite a few holiday parties, because we still try and keep pretty active in the LS, but I went to like 3 or 4, I think, over the holidays, and I didn't make any we didn't do content or anything. It was just family and lifestyle. But so I've been to some of these parties before with these people, and there's sometimes where there's people who don't play. And I just had it was right before Christmas, and so I had a really rough real life day, like family, being a mom, kid, teenagers, all that shit. And so I was just not mentally feeling sexy or wild, crazy Megan, lifestyle Megan. I just wanted to smoke and chill and hang out with my friends. And I knew usually there's a few people that sit down there and hang out or just watch. And so I'm like, oh, okay, well, I'll just be a watcher today. And I told Tom I was anxious about it, the whole day, because I had a feeling, because I am.
You're the life of the party, yeah.
When I show up, people know somebody's going to fuck.
Yeah, they're expecting.
It is so rare I go to a party and I don't fuck. Or blow you in your kitchen or something.
Right.
Something wild.
Megan's going to get the party started.
Well, I don't usually go if I'm not in that zone. But I've tried to kind of be more going for the experience that I want instead of just what everyone wants me to do.
Right.
And so I was feeling anxious about it. I think they're not going to, they're going to be upset, or I don't know if people are going to be I knew there was some people that were kind of coming from farther away that I don't see that often. So it's you don't get that many chances to play with them.
Right.
So I was I just didn't know how it was going to go. And I told Tommy, I was I'm going to tell you in the night if I was playing, when I would have started playing. And we're going to see if people are already naked yet. And sure enough, it was no, but we were all still sitting around the kitchen table. But you could tell everyone was antsy. You could tell they were looking at me almost.
They were waiting for you to...
they kept trying to,
joke.
Match. Yeah, they'd, joke. They talked about my naughty Twitter. They, trying to get me going. I could tell. And I felt pressure sitting there. So then I just told a couple of them I wasn't playing that night.
Yeah.
And they almost were yeah, okay, man, da, da, da. And so I ended up, I told Tommy I would have already been playing by now. At this point, I would have had someone's pants off or something in my mouth. There's no way I wouldn't have already.
Right.
And so an hour passed, and still no one was. And so I knew Tommy was down to play, but no one was just doing anything. So I finally was just hey, are you going to fuck Tommy tonight? If you do, you should go fuck him. And so she's okay. So she went and got him. Then it got started. But I was just and then I went up to watch, because I'm thinking, oh yeah, I want to watch. It's hot, right? Let me see what everybody else is watching all the time.
Right.
So I'm standing there, and it was very I ended up, I didn't want to tell everyone all my life business that had been, all my just hard mom day. I didn't want to tell them all my shit. So I just said I was on my period. Because I figured that was the easiest solution.
Lies.
Yeah. Well, that was
they still want you to be oral.
Yeah.
Your mouth still works.
Yep. That's basically what I was told over and over
Your mouth
and
still
over
works.
and over.
Yeah,
and even, oh, well, he doesn't even care. It's fine. You could, I'm not going to fuck on someone. Let's say I really was on my period. I'm not about to fuck on someone else's bed where everyone else is also fucking. And possibly bleed on everyone.
We need some re-education of the rules of lifestyle up in this bitch.
That would be rude of me. I'm ruining their bed. No, this isn't my house. I'm not doing that.
Respect and consent, people.
But yeah, it was just I ended up almost it takes a lot to make me upset. I don't really get mad. I do not yell. I'm pretty chill. If I'm yelling, I'm just being crazy. But I basically almost had to almost raise my voice, and I finally just was they were come on, Megan, come on, Megan. And I finally was you are ruining the mood for them. They are trying to fuck, and all they can hear is you trying to make me fuck.
Right.
I'm just watch them. They're hot. Look at them. And I walked downstairs.
You guys ever seen that movie where he's like, look at it, just fucking look at it. That was Megan at the party.
Look at her ass in the air, it's glorious. Why are you talking to me? Yeah, but so I finally just went down in the kitchen and sat by myself for like 20 minutes. And I was like, I can't believe that I'm feeling this way. Like, take my fucking no as a no.
Right.
And and when Tommy was like, are you doing okay? And because he, was doing stuff. I'm like, not really. I'm ready to go when you are. And then I told him all that, and he saw some of it, and he was like, oh man, that sucks. I'm sorry, babe.
And that's like what Megan and I have talked about too, though, because
how many times have you felt the pressure to
it's
get
almost
the party started?
exhausting.
Well,
to
you
like,
told me I help when I come. Okay, some of that pressure's off of you.
yes. Because at least I know one of us are going to be wild. But if she's not, like...
No, but it's like we can help each other. Like,
yeah,
okay, you
exactly.
go take a break. Like,
yeah.
Because we need that. It's a lot of energy. And it kind of like... I am actually introverted. I know no one ever believes that.
Yeah, me too.
For me to get my energy back, I do need alone time.
Yeah.
Like, I want to be totally alone.
No, I'm an extrovert, man. I love people. I love being around people. I don't need alone time. I'm good with myself. I just like being around people and being around. That's probably why I love the two of you. I love your energy. I love being around your energy.
But I think
we're feeding.
You can get some of that. You get that energy, though. For me, I get that energy from being able to be alone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Or just be like by myself. Like even like
almost.
when all of the kids were living here, I would have to come home for like 1 hour. They knew I got off work at this time. Mommy's gonna go in the basement, and I literally would just be quiet because I dealt with people all day, and I would tell them, you have 1 hour. I don't care if you set your alarm, whatever you gotta do, you can come downstairs and get me in 1 hour and I'll be ready to talk. But before then, I felt like I was snippy or I was like short or whatever, and I'd explain to them like, hey, I just need that little bit of time so that I'm not short with you, and I feel
that's
like
how I am too.
I told you, like after Mocha or after like a big event, I'm okay with not talking to people for like 4 or 5 days. Thanks guys, bye.
Yeah, but see, that's the problem is then because I'm also like that people pleaser-y part of me. I feel bad if I don't answer people's messages or if I don't respond, and so then I'm depleting, and I'm like, I can't answer all these. I can't talk all the time.
I think that you're really getting better about the people pleasing thing.
And you're getting
really
better
hard.
about saying no. I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I used to do stuff I didn't even want to do. It's so stupid. Tommy says, why do you think like that? It's like, I want them to leave me thinking, oh my gosh, that was the best. Da, 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 da.
Do you have PTSD?
But listen, but he's like, but he's like, but do you feel that way? And I'm like, no, I might not have even had fun. So then it's like, then they want to keep seeing me, and I didn't even have a good time.
But you know what?
Because it wasn't my thing, which I don't mind doing. Like, I do love fulfilling fantasies.
Yep.
I love helping you experiment. Like, that is fun to me. I do enjoy that. But
it's got to be with someone that you want to enjoy that with.
Yeah, and
you might be doing it with people that you're not necessarily enjoying that with.
Yeah, or there was like, it was a repetitive thing. Like, there was one dude who, he would never really even fuck me. He would just titty fuck me. To the point where, like, I'd be so fucking uncomfortable, like, on a hard floor, holding my tits together. Like, I'm not getting pleasure from that. You're, like, full-on fucking my tits. Yeah. For, like, not in between blowjob, not, for a couple seconds or minutes. It doesn't matter how many times you've played.
Don't automatically assume and expect it to happen every time. Just because we've played before, we could have played 10 times before.
Yeah.
I don't like the pressure of those expectations. Oh, well, we're going out with them tonight. Guess we're playing. No. Maybe not.
What if I don't feel good? If I ate some maybe I got food poisoning.
If I know 100%, especially with couples, if I know 100% going into the night that I'm not going to play for whatever reason, I'll straight up kind of pull the wife aside and be like, yeah, I'm not playing tonight. Just
But how many times did we have discussions when you guys are here? Like, what are we doing tonight? Like, what are we going to do? Like, it was always a side.
Is this a hangout night or is this a fucking night?
Right.
Yeah.
But it's sad that we have to even have that mentality because that came from lifestyle. We knew 90% of the time if we were meeting somebody, we had to fuck. Until years later, we finally just started saying, like,
we can't
here's the thing,
actually
don't get
just
me
hang
wrong.
out.
Yeah, we'll fuck. But I think that came from all of our children moving out of the house, too, because we had more time. Then we were looking to fuck.
Yeah. If we were... Well, and when me and Tommy first went out, like... For a long time, it was like that.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Like, it's our night out. If we're going out, we're fucking.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
that was
we're
me and
trying
Mr.
to
Mocha.
find... We are trying to fuck.
Yep.
Right.
But now it's like we've established so many really good friends that I kind of want to get to know them more on that level right now.
Yeah.
With a lot of them. Where it's like, I want to see, are you really my friend or are you just my fuck person?
Right.
Like... I'm kind of wanting to deepen some of those relationships to kind of figure out who's like real friend and who's like, I mean, in a party, like, okay, let's have a good time, like whatever. But who can I actually count on? Who actually would go on a beach trip with me and hang out with me if I'm not fucking their husband?
Right.
You know, like stuff like that. I think we are able to explore that a little bit more as we've been in the lifestyle longer.
Yeah, but like even down to like me being so worried about people not liking regular me.
Oh yeah, you were
not even like
that?
Drunk me, but just like regular when I'm not like on 9,000.
Yeah.
I like regular you.
And many people have said that, but I'm so used to people liking 9,000 Mrs. Mocha.
Not sure
that,
if they will.
Yeah, I'm not. I try not to notch it down any.
Regular you is pretty much party Mrs. Mocha. You really are the same. I don't know what you're seeing that you feel like you're completely
she's
different.
a little more chill.
Yeah,
yeah.
But you still like
pretty much
say the same stuff. You're like, bitch.
Yeah, you say,
yeah, that is my common language.
You're just a little bit. You're amped up a little bit more.
I'm not trying to rip everyone's clothes off.
You just talk about normal things, but you're still like smart assy and like kind of a little fun.
It amplifies when I'm
for sure
drunk.
Yeah, but the pressure.
I more just think of all the funny stuff you say when you're like, but it's usually like, you know, is that all you're bringing, you little boy?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Like,
that was definitely a
telling
time.
people they can fuck you.
She taunts people.
You know? She's a little more like, what you got, motherfucker?
That was a really bad day. I can't believe I said that. Mr. Mocha was not happy with me the next day. He was like, and you know, like in the nicest way he could possibly say it. Honey, last night you were really disrespectful. And I was like, to you? I was so worried. I'm like, oh my God, what did I do? He was like, you really don't remember? I'm like, no. Then he proceeds to tell me that I'm telling this dude that has a mandingo dick that was all he had. And is that all he's going to bring or some shit like that? And I was like, God, I'm not okay. Something's fucking wrong with me. And the next time a guy sees me, he's probably going to freaking impale me with his penis.
That's my goal for 2023. I want to get impaled by a dick, a big black cock.
Yeah.
Just come impale me.
Maybe we should do a Dirty Girls Corner just gangbang.
Mm-hmm.
I would like that.
That would be fun.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm down for that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
What?
They just...
On and off camera.
Yeah,
how do you feel about that?
That's fine.
Okay.
No, I'm cute.
Sorry, guys, you can't have my ass.
I know you're super cute. I know sometimes you need to release your demons.
Oh yeah, 100%. I like to exercise some shit.
They can just like rotate around us. Are we gonna be on a big bed?
Yeah. We'll put it in the middle,
and they'll just rotate around us.
Yeah. Dirty girl gangbang.
Dirty girls gangbang. 2023, motherfuckers.
Mr. Mocha, can you help organize that?
Yeah, let me tell you, I know this from
us.
experience. He can arrange one in about 3 days. Boop, boop, boop.
Okay, I'm not ready for that. Okay. I need a little more planning for that.
Well, I don't think I can do it in 3. What did it say? Tomorrow's Wednesday. I can't do that anyways.
Yeah.
It's not conducive to my schedule.
No, it's fine.
I think we might need to plan it a little bit.
I wasn't suggesting 3 days. I was just saying.
Like 3 days.
I know.
Second week of February, ladies. Put it in your calendar.
I know what Mr. Mocha is capable of.
Yeah, if you tell him, he'll do it.
Yes,
yeah. He'd be like, "Oh, I got a guy for that." Yeah. So there was a couple lately. Guys have been reaching out saying they were coming into town a certain month or whatever and asking, oh, well, what, are there any other girls, I'm like, man, I really know a lot more dudes than I know girls. I'm like, a lot of the girls come from out of town. Like, even the guys that are local, I'm like, who do they shoot with? Oh, all of us bitches. Well, there, I'm like, I'll try and think.
Yeah. Anyone in the Atlanta area that wants
we need a few more slutty girls in our crew.
Yeah, we need some slut friends.
Some slutty
Dirty
Atlanta
girls.
If you're in the Atlanta area,
dirty
hit us
girls.
up. Hit us up.
Yeah, or if you want me to find you some... Oh, one of my friends was talking about how she's never had... There was like... hasn't had very many sexual experiences. She's still pretty like vanilla-y. But she loves black dudes. And so I'm like, baby, you just tell me if you want me to find somebody that's going to dick you down. I got some. Like, I'll send them for you.
I have a handful here and there.
It's like, well, what do you want? Okay.
Madam Megan.
Yeah. I would love that shit. Well, I wish I had more, like, friends I could slut out, like, girl-wise. Like, I wish, like, you'll call me. Yeah, no, I mean, even more. Cause
no, I'm not like, I'm saying, like, I know. Like, yeah.
Well, because, like, when someone's coming into town.
Carrie, are you going to start getting on the slut train if we send photos?
What's the
Baby,
slut
we
train?
showed you some, and then you were sad you missed out on them.
I know. I'm
Twice
sorry,
now.
but if things are broken, things are broken. So.
I think some of them you just didn't even pay attention to the text.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. If I haven't responded to text messages,
I'm just going to send you the
that's my
picture
bad.
like 5 times
That's
Yeah.
to
my
make sure
bad.
you really got it. Are you sure you didn't want that?
Carrie.
Yeah.
Like,
We
look,
have some
I
dick
think
coming.
you want
Yeah.
it. No, but there's sometimes where, like, I'll have a guy who wants some, like, super sexy experience, and I'm, like, about it. Like, yes, I would love to give you that. Like, that'd be hot as fuck. And I'm like, well, who can I ask to do that? And sometimes it's not something you would be into, so I'm like, I can't ask you. So I'm like, man, I need some more girl. Most of them were like, well, let me, like, they'd ask 500 questions. I'm like, look, can you just trust that I got you? Like, I am vouching. Like you'll say, oh yeah, you want this, and I'm like, okay, I'm coming for it.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I'll be there.
And if you tell me that or Carrie tells me that,
Like,
I
look,
feel the same way. Like, okay, let's do it.
But
We've never steered each other in the wrong direction.
No, I think we've been pretty.
Yeah.
We have a consistent track record of.
I mean, we've had a few bumps in the road, but
But
that
it usually was like a one-time weird experience.
Yeah,
kinda
exactly.
Like that, or the dude was just kind of off that day, or something
Yeah.
happened, or we were off that day,
Yeah,
so we
yeah,
were in our
yeah.
head or whatever.
Yep.
But all right,
Well,
ladies, I think that was.
We've been on a while.
We talked about a lot of different stuff.
We did. So, went over, nodded.
Oh my God.
Nodded. Carrie's Vegas experience.
Oh yeah, good dick.
Coming out. Men coming out. Well, men and women.
Whoever.
Whoever. Coming out with your
whatever
kink.
you wanna come out
being
with.
bi, whatever makes you
you.
happy. There's a community out there for you.
Do you be
So,
And if people aren't supportive, then you didn't need them in your lifestyle network anyway.
you
Exactly.
need to be in a different
It
group.
feels so
Lifestyle
much.
circle.
It really
yeah.
does feel so much better when you can like really just let it all your guards down and be true to yourself.
Yeah, and I think,
Right.
burning off those relationships that aren't worth your time, like it frees up your energy for so many other things. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
I agree.
And then being pushy at
Yeah.
parties. Don't be pushy at parties.
Yeah.
Don't be that person. Don't be that couple.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Don't expect these lovely ladies to always be the ones to.
Sometimes y'all need to help us out.
Yeah,
Sometimes I want to
just
watch.
pull your pussy out or pull your dick out and be like,
Yeah.
here we go.
Sometimes I want to watch. Sometimes I want to have a different experience.
It's shock value though, usually. It's not really that, like, I can't say that we don't do a lot, but a lot of the stuff we do is just not in the norm of what everybody else feels is acceptable.
Yeah, we're
Like
just
getting
a little
naked
bit
super
more-
fast or twerking or whatever.
I mean, I'm almost always. I think my always started with sucking a dick. I always end up with something in my mouth.
And mine is always
either a titty in my mouth or a dick in my mouth.
Yeah.
It usually goes from there.
Mine's always like just getting like butt naked really fast,
Yeah.
and everybody's like, "Oh, okay."
I'll be
here we go."
dancing, and then I'm like, I need
And then you start
something in my
undressing
mouth.
everyone else.
Yeah, I
I'm
need a
rubbing on it.
penis. I need some cock. Make sure I get a cock downstairs in 1 hour.
Delivery!
Yeah.
Dick deliver!
So, anyways, well, I'm sorry.
All right.
Almost
I
died.
think, do we need to do our Twitters? We haven't done one this year. So
Yeah,
maybe.
go ahead.
I am Carrie Corrupted, Carrie, on all platforms. I have a link tree, so just whatever. You guys, I'm going to be honest. I am not doing much on social right now. If I capture a hot moment, if I take a hot photo, if Steve happens to take a hot photo, I post it, but I'm not actively trying to grow a following or anything. So I put stuff out there when I put stuff out there.
So don't pressure her to do more.
If you're, expecting daily or weekly posts from me, it's not going to happen.
Right.
But I love you and thank you for following.
Sounds like a commercial.
I appreciate your support.
Just don't expect too much.
Yeah.
My Twitter is snsultry13. OnlyFans ManyVids is snsultry.
Oh, and there's the porno
There's
pop.
porno
Sorry about
pop.
that, guys.
But yeah,
Porno pop.
same thing. I have my link tree with all my stuff in there.
Yep, and I am, O-Face is on here, but I'm on ManyVids, OnlyFans, and Twitter, and they're all Poison Ginger.
Yeah.
Yep. So, anyways.
This was fun.
It was.
Good to see
I've
you,
missed
ladies.
you guys.
Yeah.
Love you.
This was awesome.
We need some lady chat.
Thank you guys for jumping
Thanks for
on.
listening, guys.
Bye.
Bye, guys.